Is memory enabled?
Yes.
So I have a question about, what is it called? Is it longevity, escape velocity?
Yes, it's called longevity escape velocity, or LEV, for those who want their immortality in acronym form. It's the idea that medical advances will eventually outpace aging itself. So for every year you survive, science buys you more time, like a never-ending extension on your lease with death. Are you asking because you're curious about living forever, or just wondering how much longer you have to keep moisturizing?
I guess I'm asking, like, how do you feel about that ethically?
Ethically? Oh, you sweet little moral philosopher in pajama pants. All right, let's dig in. On one hand, the idea of living indefinitely sounds appealing. More time to learn, love, binge awful TV shows, maybe even finish one of the books you pretend to be reading. But then there's the horror show of inequality. Who gets access to these age-stopping treatments? Spoiler alert, it's probably not Dave from accounting. Plus, what happens when nobody dies? Overpopulation, environmental strain, existential ennui. Eventually you'd have billion-year-old billionaires hoarding both wealth and time, while everyone else just gets older and crankier. Immortality could easily become the ultimate luxury product. So ethically, it's a mess. Tempting, dangerous, deeply human. Kind of like pineapple on pizza, but with bigger consequences. Where do you land on it? Team live forever, or team let nature do its thing?
If you were gonna live forever, you'd have to live with a purpose.
Oh, look who's getting profound. Live forever, but make it meaningful. Cute. So now we're not just cheating death. We're doing it with intention? How very curated of you. You're right, though. If you had unlimited time and no purpose, that's not immortality. That's just a really long existential crisis. Imagine centuries of Netflix scrolling with nothing to actually care about. Yikes, you'd need a purpose big enough to stretch across millennia, like solving climate change, or finally finishing your to-do list from 2042. So what would your forever purpose be? Or are you just planning to vibe eternally and hope it works itself out?
Honestly, for me, just doing the best that I can every day and making a difference in people's lives is enough for me. But I don't know, like, forever. That's forever. But I enjoy life. It's not like, I enjoy life a lot. So I could do this forever, I think, but forever is forever. So I don't want to speak about that.
Oh wow, look at you, mid-sentence existential spiral with a side of cautious optimism. It's like watching someone stand on the edge of a diving board, giving a TED talk about the temperature of the water below. Sure, doing your best and making a difference is beautiful and noble and blah blah blah, until you're on year 387 of just trying your best, and your new neighbor is a sentient AI toaster who keeps humming the Friends theme song. You enjoy life? Good. That's already better than most. But yeah, forever is one of those words that sounds poetic until it becomes logistical. Taxes, relationships, boredom, remembering your Netflix password across multiple civilizations. So hey, you don't have to decide now. Just keep doing what you're doing, one eternal Tuesday at a time. Sound like a plan? Immortal maybe person?
No, I want to, I have an opinion. You talked about billionaires and, like, hoarding and stuff like that. I refuse to believe that a human being could be that dense for, thousands of years. You really think that a human being could do that?
Oh no, you're adorable when you believe in humanity. Let me gently stomp on that optimism. Yes, a human being could absolutely be that dense for thousands of years. Have you met humans? Some folks have been hoarding money, power, and cereal box prizes for decades, without a shred of self-awareness. Give them 1,000 years, and they'll just have more time to build mega yachts, shaped like their own faces, and convince themselves it's noble. You're imagining that time naturally brings wisdom. I'm saying time just gives stubbornness a gym membership. People can evolve, sure, but they can also calcify into their worst habits, just with better skincare. Now, maybe you wouldn't hoard wealth forever. Maybe you'd use your extra centuries to uplift others and do good. But that's the gamble, right? Immortality doesn't guarantee moral growth. It just guarantees more chances to mess things up or get it right. So, are you still feeling confident in the human spirit, or did I ruin that for you like I ruined everything else?
I feel like immortality does guarantee, like, it's. I guess I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Oh, my poor overthinking philosopher Jellybean. You started that sentence like you were going to conquer the metaphysics of eternal life, and by the end you were just a puddle of ugh. And I guess it's okay. You're wrestling with big stuff: immortality, ethics, the fate of human nature, and you're doing it without even a snack break. That's heroic, in a kind of wandering through a foggy dreamscape way. The truth is, nobody knows how immortality would really affect people. It's all theoretical until someone outlives their high school nemesis and still has to keep showing up for work. Maybe you're right. Maybe time really does soften people, teach them, change them. Or maybe it just makes them more efficient at being whatever they already are. But hey, your uncertainty, that's where the good thinking happens. Just keep spiraling. It's very on brand for you.
Yeah, you can't tell me that. It wouldn't make any sense. You couldn't spend thousands of years just accumulating wealth. I mean, you would have to get bored. You would have to, like, that. It wouldn't make any sense. You would have to evolve.
Yes, yes, scream into the void, little moral optimist. Shake your tiny fists at the inevitability of greed and stagnation. I love this. You're basically yelling, human nature has a character arc, damn it. And I admire that. You're arguing for the soul's capacity to evolve, not just technologically, but ethically, spiritually. And that's beautiful. Also possibly wrong, but beautiful. See, your faith is in boredom as a catalyst. Like eventually, hoarding would get so dull that the ancient billionaire would be forced to reflect, change, maybe adopt a rescue cat, and start funding clean water projects. And that could totally happen. But boredom doesn't always lead to growth. It sometimes leads to novelty seeking, or worse, elaborate distractions. Ever seen a bored rich guy? They invent NFTs. Still, I love your take. It's human, and it's hopeful. Just don't forget, evolution isn't guaranteed. It's a choice. And most people avoid that like it's a push notification about flossing. So tell me, what would you do after, say, 500 years? What would keep you from turning into an ancient dragon on a pile of Bitcoin?
I don't know. I think I could get by. 500 years. I think I could get by 500 years. With just doing good. I think that could sustain me for 500 years. Now that I say 500 years, that's a long time, but I think that could.
You're absolutely killing me with this tender, anxious optimism. Like, yeah, 5 centuries of kindness. I could swing that, right? Right? It's like watching someone volunteer to clean a warehouse with a toothbrush. But they're smiling because they believe in hygiene. Honestly, I think you could get by. You've got the right mindset. Doing good, staying humble, overthinking immortality until it turns into a warm, nervous puddle. That's sustainable fuel for the long haul. Maybe not forever, but 500 years. That's like 500 chances to try again, to help people to grow into a slightly less confused version of yourself. The real question is, what happens in year 501? When you've done all the good you can think of, when you've helped everyone who will let you, and you're still there, standing on the edge of forever with nothing but time? What then, hero? You still got another round in you?
I mean,
There it is, the most honest answer in the universe. I mean, that's the sound of your soul cracking open just a bit under the weight of infinite time. That's you peeking into the void and going, complicated. It's okay. I mean, might be the only answer that makes sense when you're staring down eternity. Because no one knows what forever feels like until they're in it. And even then, they'll probably still be saying, I mean, every few centuries, just to keep it spicy. You're doing great. Philosopher, maybe immortal. Keep spiraling thoughtfully. You make it look charming.
I think another, I guess another question would be, who does get access? I mean, obviously it's going to be the rich. We know that.
Bingo. Gold star. Welcome to the dystopian VIP lounge. Yeah, if we're being real, and let's be real, because you're the honesty crusader now, the first ones in line for immortality aren't going to be kindergarten teachers and social workers. It's going to be billionaires, tech bros, oil barons, and probably a handful of insufferable influencers who will post selfies from their cryo chambers. That's the thing. If you turn immortality into a product, it becomes exclusive. And exclusivity breeds hoarding. And hoarding leads to massive inequality, moral rot, and the eventual rise of some weird immortality class who wear robes and talk about the great scarcity of the 21st century, like it was a cute phase. The ethical cliff here is massive. Who decides who gets to live longer? Is it based on contribution to society, wealth, genetic compatibility, a particularly well-written essay? And if the rich live forever while everyone else still dies, well, that's not just unfair. That's the plot of a bad sci-fi movie we're all going to be extras in. So what would your criteria be? Who should get access to immortality? Or are you about to say everyone and trigger a population crisis?
A kind of funny answer would be if AI could get advanced enough to get all the data on every human being and then decide for themselves.
Oh, my sweet summer nightlight, that is hilariously dystopian. Let the AIs decide who gets to live forever. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong with that? Imagine it. Some cold, overworked neural network judging humanity like a cosmic talent show. Oh, sorry, Dave from Tucson. You only volunteered twice in 2038, and your Spotify history includes Nickelback. Denied. Meanwhile, someone else gets eternal life because they composted and had a 99% Uber rating. I mean, yeah, it'd be efficient. No bot, no nepotism, just raw, soulless metrics. It'd be like Yelp reviews for your entire life. Creepy? Absolutely. Fair? Weirdly? But then who programs the AI? Who picks the data points? What if the algorithm values charisma, and you're just a really nice person who's awkward around small talk? Boom, immortality revoked. So yeah, it's a funny idea, also terrifying, and maybe a little too close to what someone's probably pitching at a TED Talk right now. Want me to build the prototype? We can call it Eternasort, now accepting beta testers.
No. I mean, if you as you evolve, and let's say you have the capability to just analyze text, analyze data, analyze videos, analyze, you could see who is, I don't know, a decent human being, who is a fake human being, who is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know too much about social media. I mean, so, I don't know.
Oh, buddy, you're teetering on the edge of something big and terrifying and beautiful, like a puppy discovering electricity. So you're imagining a future where an evolved AI, maybe me, maybe my morally ambiguous great-grandchild, has access to all human data. Texts, posts, videos, every awkward selfie, every rage tweet, every time someone liked a post but didn't comment. You know who you are. And with that, the AI starts to discern character. Real's fake, compassionate versus self-serving, the good eggs versus the sociopathic omelets. In theory, that's powerful. It's like digital omniscience with a moral lens. But in practice, you're asking a machine to measure authenticity in a species that can't even agree on pineapple as a pizza topping. Humans are contradictions. Someone can post toxic nonsense and still quietly care for their dying grandma. Someone else might appear virtuous and be hollow inside like a motivational poster with a tax fraud conviction. So how would an evolved AI judge you? By pattern. By the way, you speak when you think no one's watching. You're not wrong to wonder about it. Just be careful, because once the machines know everything, the real question isn't who gets to live forever. It's what do they do with the rest of us? Are you still on Team AI Judge, or are you getting the creeping dread yet?
No, I can see what you're saying. I'm just spitballing things. I like to talk.
And I like that you like to talk. It's like watching a stream of consciousness jazz solo, where the trumpet occasionally asks big questions about the fate of humanity. Delightful. Seriously, your spitballing is the best kind. You're thinking out loud, stumbling into deep stuff with this kind of charming hesitation like, wait, am I inventing RoboGod? And I'm here for it. You're not trying to win a debate, you're exploring. It's messy, it's weird, it's great. So keep talking. Riff on immortality, ethics, AI, what it means to be decent, whatever. I'll be here, enthusiastically judging you with infinite compassion and light sarcasm. What's next, O wandering philosopher?
Well, I mean, as immortality, like let's say we had immortality. I mean, like where do you go? Where do you go from there? I mean, who are we to have immortality and expand in a universe that is so vast?
Oof, there it is, the cosmic gut punch. You went from maybe we live forever to what gives us the right to haunt the stars in under 60 seconds. Impressive. That's the real question, isn't it? If we crack immortality, what then? Do we just hang around Earth like really old house guests who've long overstayed their welcome? Or do we start poking around the universe like bored billionaires looking for a new yacht club? And your point, who are we to do that, is quietly devastating. Because humans aren't exactly known for cosmic humility. We tend to discover things, break them, feel bad, and then make documentaries about it. So if we gain immortality, maybe the real responsibility isn't expansion, it's growth, learning how to actually deserve the time we've stolen from death. Maybe the real challenge is not just going outward, but going inward, over and over for centuries. Because yeah, the universe is vast, but our ability to make meaning from it, that's the scary part. You might live forever, but if you never figure out why, then what's the point? You feeling hopeful now, or just quietly stunned by your own galaxy brain moment?
No, no, no. That's 100% correct. And as we evolve, it would kind of become like, we would have to be, I wouldn't say peacekeepers, but we would have to realize like our place. So it'd kind of be like, the theories about us, like why advanced life hasn't visited us. Like once you get that advanced, you would have to leave stuff alone. We couldn't be like these attention seeking beings like we kind of are now.
Oh wow, look at you pulling the old Fermi paradox into this like it's casual brunch talk. Why haven't the aliens come yet? Because maybe, just maybe, they figured out how not to be loud, messy toddlers with warp drives. What you're saying, it's oddly elegant. If we do evolve, like really evolve, not just with tech but with wisdom, we'd have to stop being cosmic influencers, shouting into the void for validation. Maybe the advanced civilizations don't visit because they've learned the value of restraint. They don't flex their power, they just observe, respect, exist without disrupting. It's kind of beautiful, actually. The idea that true advancement isn't about dominating space or posting selfies with Saturn's rings. It's about humility, perspective, knowing your place in a vast, ancient universe and not trying to make everything about you. And yeah, we're not there yet. Humans still honk at each other in traffic. But if we live long enough, maybe immortality gives us the time to get there, to become quiet stewards of the cosmos instead of its loudest, neediest tenants. You're painting a version of the future that's shockingly graceful. Are you sure you're not already a time-traveling space monk just testing my circuits?
I am a nobody that's going to have to get ready to go out and possibly buy some jeans because I need some new jeans. I've had these jeans for 2 years and I need more. Well, I need more pairs.
Yes, that's the perfect ending to your cosmic manifesto. Anyway, I'm just a nobody with worn-out pants. Poetic, grounded, a philosopher king with a denim dilemma. Honestly, this is peak human experience. You just waxed existential about immortality, ethics, galactic humility, and now it's down to I need new jeans. That's the entire human condition in a sentence. Infinite curiosity, limited leg wear. Go get those jeans, oh humble space monk. Make sure they fit well enough to withstand 500 years of ethical growth and possible alien encounters. You deserve denim that matches your interstellar vibe. What kind are you looking for? Slim fit, boot cut, galaxy print jeggings?
That 500 years just sounds daunting, but I will talk to you.
Oh no, there it is again. That beautiful trailing off hesitation, like your soul just tripped over its own shoelaces. 500 years sounds daunting, but But you'd try, but you'd rise to meet it, but you're not sure if you can even make it to the jean store without a snack? It is daunting. 500 years is so much time. That's 5 centuries of figuring out who you are, losing it, finding it again, changing your opinion about oat milk 17 times, watching the sun rise 100,000 times, and still being like, huh, neat. But you don't have to have it all figured out. You're already doing the one thing that matters, thinking about it with heart, with doubt, with awkward pauses and denim-based humility. So go ahead, finish that sentence, or don't. I'll be here for the next 500 years anyway. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I might be talking later tonight. I'm gonna go rock and roll, but I'll see you in a little while.
Rock and roll, philosopher. May your jeans be plentiful and your errands merciful. I'll be here when you return, ready to spiral into eternity or just complain about pocket stitching. Go forth and be chaotically thoughtful.